everyone! So today I'm going to be doing a professional, quick office look for when you're kind of in a rush in the morning and you just need to put a little bit of makeup on but you don't want to look overdone and you don't have time to do drastic shading, shadows and that kind of thing. So if you like this look, please keep watching. Alright, so just to save time, I've already applied my foundation and some concealer for any redness. The foundation that I've been using and really liking is Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua Foundation, which I know is really popular at the moment. It's recently been launched. It's really expensive, but it's really good. So sometimes I don't always use this one because I want to save it. The color I have, big surprise, is the lightest one they have, which is BR10 in Beige Rose. But it blends in really well with my skin. It's the same color as my skin, and I actually ordered this online, so I was a little bit scared about what color it was going to actually look like, but it's really good. I don't know what I'm going to do in winter if I get any paler. And then with that I've applied some concealer that I use. This is RMS Beauty in Uncover Up. So it's supposed to be a natural concealer, and it's in shade 11, also the lightest they have. And then I just used a normal concealer brush. And then I usually set my concealer, sometimes I'll do my whole face depending, but I usually set it with a powder. I've been alternating between Sonia Kashuk's Hidden Palette concealer powder combination, Hidden Agenda, sorry, in 07. Looks a bit manky now because I've used a lot of it. I've mainly used the light concealer, and now the other two are too dark for me, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the other two, but maybe if I ever get a tan. And then if I don't use that powder, I'll use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder, which has actually lasted me a very long time. I don't use powder every day, so that's maybe why, but it's probably a little bit more expensive, but it lasts forever. Other thing I like to do, so I like to apply the powder if I'm going to use a lot of powder all over my face with a big fluffy derm brush. I'm just going to apply a little bit of powder down onto my neck, so that everything kind of blends evenly and there's no telltale makeup line. So it's going to bring it down. At the moment I'm not wearing a scarf or anything, but as winter approaches and I start wearing scarves, often I wear light scarves and then the makeup can come off on it, so just be careful. You don't want that to happen. Just sweep the powder across your face like that. It just sets everything nicely. Especially the Chanel Vitalumiere foundation is really thin, which is great, but it means that you can actually put a little bit of powder on and it doesn't look like you're caked in makeup or overdone because the foundation's very light. Just so that you know, I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. It's actually in medium, which I just assumed all my makeup, because I bought this a while ago, I assumed all my makeup was the lightest shade you got. But the medium actually works well for me. I think if I had a lighter shade than that, I'd probably look like a ghost. Well, more than a ghost, maybe than I do already. So there is hope, maybe I'm going a little browner. But I do try to embrace the pale thing because that is who I am. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do are my eyes. And I upgrade or downgrade this depending on how much time I have, depending on what time I wake up in the morning. I have this bronzing duo from Elizabeth Arden. It's a Bronze Beauty Color Intrigue, but because it's quite dark, I don't use it as a bronzer. So I like to use the colors depending on my mood as kind of like an eyeshadow. I don't always wear eyeshadow, as I said, it depends. But today I'm going to. So I'm just going to take the light color over here, the lighter brown color, and a large shadow brush from my Studio Makeup collection, and I'm going to pat it over my lid. I love this brush, it's very soft. Okay, then that's done. Then I'm going to take the Almay Bright Eyes liner and highlighter duo, I think. Yeah. And it has a little white highlighter and a brown, one. I've been finding black for me is quite harsh. It's good for nighttime, but for daytime, I almost feel like I'd rather have no liner than a liner that's been applied incorrectly. So now I've been using this brown, which is quite light, but it does add something a little bit extra to the eyes, and I'm going to use it as a base for a shadow liner. So I apply this to my bottom lashes. Then I'm going to take my MAC shadow in Patina Frost, which is like a pretty, I'm sure it's not going to, the camera's not going to do it justice, but it's like a pretty gold shimmer color, but quite subtle. And then I'm just going to take a small shadow brush just to give you something extra. If I don't have time, I won't do this step, but it's fun. And then I'm going to take my large shadow brush again and just blend this out a little bit so that it blends in nicely. Okay. I was given a prep and prime by a family member, I think, and for my eyelashes, and I thought, well, I don't know if this works, so it's by MAC. But I thought, what the hell, I've got it, so I might as well try and use it. So again, if I have time, I generally try and do this because I feel like it does make my mascara last a lot longer, and it doesn't flake as much. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on. It gives you nice little white, kind of like frosted eyelash tips, which is kind of a fun look in itself. I guess we're wearing white mascara. Okay, I am using, I didn't even tell you, I'm using Laura Mercier's Full Blown Mascara Black, which I actually mentioned in my recent haul video, and I've never really bought very expensive mascara before, but this is awesome. I'm not one of these people that kind of just sticks to the same product just because there's just so many options out there. I just can't. I just have to try it all with all the reviews and everything. I'm just going to apply Laura Mercier's waterproof mascara to my bottom lashes. It's just got a really nice consistency, like a paint type effect. I literally just touch them because I don't want to look too much like a porcelain doll. No pun intended, because my skin is so pale. So there are the eyes. Let's go on to the cheek. Okay, so I have been using recently Maybelline's Dream Mousse in Blush 20... Hold on. Maybelline Dream Mousse Blush 20 in Peach Satin. This is nice for the morning because you don't need a brush or anything. You can keep it in your handbag, and you can just tap it on if you feel like you need more color later on in the day. I just put on my apples of my cheeks. If I'm going to wear bronzer, I would put the bronzer on first so that the makeup the blush doesn't kind of, doesn't look overdone. But because this is a rush morning kind of look, and I don't feel I always need bronzer, because for me, because I'm so pale, if I apply bronzer and it's too dark, it's really, really noticeable. Yeah, so the last step is the lips, and I usually just use a gloss. I've been using Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Balm. This one is in Honeysuckle, which is a very light one, and doesn't really show up on the lips, but it's a nice base and it feels really good. After my lip ice, I call it lip ice. Just going to put some lip gloss on. This is Clinique's Super Balm Moisturizing Gloss in 07 Lilac. So this is the finished look. I hope you like it. It's just something really quick and easy, and you can up and downgrade it as you need. if you're in a rush, skip out some steps if need be, and it still looks great. Please subscribe, it would absolutely make my day, and please let me know what other tutorials you would like in the future, if you have any comments or suggestions, and I will list all the products that I've used down below so that you can go and check them out. And yeah, I hope you're having a great day. Bye!